Hey friend, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Carly and today we're going to talk about books. So I was thinking today's video could be really relaxed and laid back and I could do a quick reading update for y'all. So in this video I'm going to talk about what I read in December, what I'm currently reading, and what I'm looking forward to in 2025. So starting off with what I read in December, I want to preface this by saying that I didn't get to read a lot last month. You know, with holidays and everything going on, there wasn't much time to relax and read. But the two books I did read, I really enjoyed, and I thought I would talk about them a little. So both books I read on my Kindle. The first book I read was Happy After All by Maisie Yates. It was actually my choice for my Amazon first read of the month, and at the time the book hadn't even come out yet, so I was one of the first to read it. I don't want to spoil anything, but Happy After All is about this 30-something-year-old woman who wants to change her life. She lives in LA, so she decides to move to a small town in California and start a motel. It's a really great novel about second chances, falling in love, found family, and grief. I don't think it's a 5-star, but like I said, I really did enjoy it, so I think I would rate it 4 out of 5 stars. The main female character is a romance writer, so I really liked that as well and enjoyed hearing her. You know, there's a character in the book who doesn't like romance novels, think they're silly, and she kind of like sticks up for them. After Marry After All, I read Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I have seen this book all over Book Talk, and I know some people are going to be upset with me, but honestly, I didn't love it as much as people said I would. I didn't think it was bad. I just would probably rate it 3 out of 5 stars. It was my first Western romance, and I really enjoyed the main male character. We start off the book and he is labeled the world's hottest billionaire, and that title definitely fits for him. Elsie did a really good job with her character building. However, I did find this book very predictable, and I know in romance novels, one of the things I love so much usually is predictability. I can definitely understand why people like this book though. There was medium spice in it as well. And I've said on TikTok before, I'm not really a huge spice girl, I'm a huge plot girl. So I think there was a little too much spice for me to really enjoy this book. However, I'm definitely going to give Elsie Silver another chance and try out more of her series. I believe this is in her Rose Hill series, and there's a whole nother series, Chestnut Springs, that I'm going to try next. I also just noticed the painting in the back right there is crooked. I am so sorry. One of the cats probably jumped up and knocked it over, so. Okay, let's talk about what I am currently reading and my first books of 2025. Now, I don't want to go too much into it because I want to do a reading wrap up at the end of the month, but I did just finish Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. I am listening to Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and I am reading on my Kindle The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. As expected, Nothing Like the Movies was amazing, and I am so glad that was my first book of 2025. I will talk about it more, but for now, I'm just gonna say that I love Wes and Liz so much, and it was a great second book in the Wes and Liz series. I picked up The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and I believe she has another book as well, so I'm super excited to give those a try. I just really like Lynn Painter's writing, and I think she is hysterical. Now, Untamed was actually my book club's pick, and honestly, it probably wouldn't have been something that I picked up for myself. You know, when I first started the book, I wasn't really sold on it. I was a little cautious. I'm usually not one to like these self-help books. I don't know if it's technically self-help. I should actually look what genre it is, but it's definitely nonfiction. It's Glennon talking about her life and telling her stories. And in the beginning, it's a lot of talk about being a woman and a lot of things that I don't really identify with, like being a mother. I think once I got past the first few chapters though, I really started enjoying it and really started listening to Glennon's stories. You know, Glennon opens up about her family and her divorce from her husband and her marriage later on to her wife. She also talks about her struggle with drugs and her eating disorder and alcohol and how she got clean. I don't think it's my favorite book I've ever read, but you know, I actually do find it interesting, and I think I don't know because I haven't finished it, but right now it's definitely at a solid 3 as well. Anyway, so still reading that one, and I just started The Naturals yesterday. I'm about halfway through on The Naturals and I am really enjoying it. So The Naturals is the story about a group of young adults who are recruited by the FBI because they have special gifts. It's not like they have superpowers or anything, but they have these like special gifts that help them be better at solving murders. The Naturals, the first book in the series, I should look because I believe there's 4 books in the series, but the first book follows this young adult, Cassie, who is naturally adept at profiling people. Honestly, I have never read another book like this, and I am excited and probably going to finish it later today. Lastly, I want to talk about my goals for the new year. These are just some of my goals for the new year. I want to read 70 books. 10 of those books have to be nonfiction. I just want to diversify my genre taste a little bit. I feel like I read a lot of romance, thrillers, and fantasy, so I'd love to read more nonfiction. I want to make sure to review every book I read because in 2024 there were a lot of books that I didn't review. So I think between YouTube and Bookstagram, I will definitely make sure that I review every book I read this year. I also just wanted to say that to help me review books more, I actually signed up for Storygraph. I used to use Goodreads, but I am leaning more towards Storygraph now and created my account yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Storygraph is a small-owned, woman-owned company, and I also like with Storygraph that they have more stats for you. Like with genres, they'll give you a pie chart, 30% romance, 30% thriller, 30% fantasy, 10% nonfiction. I think that's cool. I was also, when I created my account yesterday, I was also able to take the survey of what my book tastes are, so then they can give me a more curated list of book recommendations. So I'm excited to continue trying Storygraph. I want to listen to more audiobooks. In my previous video, I said that I listened to audiobooks while I was building my Lego, and I've started listening to audiobooks while I clean, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable. Do not be afraid to DNF a book. Life is too short. If you're not enjoying the book that you are reading, why keep reading it? I want to hit 5,000 followers on TikTok, and I want to hit 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I just want to say I am super excited for 2025. I have a lot of exciting things going on in my personal life, but also this is going to be a big year for reading. We have Onyx Storm coming out at the end of this month, which I'm so excited about. I'm also really looking forward to Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and Sounds Like Music by Ashley Poston. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for just chilling with me. I hope you enjoyed this reading update, and I look forward to giving you an update on all the books I'm currently reading later. And in the comments, let me know if you have read any of these books and what books you are looking forward to in 2025. Okay friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week and happy reading. Bye.